welcome to Shinjuku. This is a very famous area and beautiful location on a rainy day, cloudy, not exactly the best of days to be outside walking around the city, but I had to come here for work, which is why I'm wearing a suit, and I thought I would bring you with me. Shinjuku during the fourth wave. This is what it looks like. Fourth wave meaning, yeah, we're still in the middle of a pandemic, and I am going home in a couple of minutes. But there it is, flashing. This is a flashy area. It's really flashing. How you doing, everybody? Long time no see. We're okay for a second right here. It's been really busy, and I'm gonna explain everything that's been happening over the last couple of weeks to you in another live stream. But for the moment, we're just going to relax and enjoy the beautiful location of Shinjuku. Now, this area, Shinjuku, does anybody know what it means? Shin means new, and Juku means, or yado, which is a lodging. So it means new lodging. And this area of the city used to be where an entrance into the city of Tokyo where there were places to stay. So it was a little bit actually outside of the city center, because the center would be the imperial palace where the emperor lived. So people would lodge here. Nowadays, Shinjuku is the place to go. Whoa! I love that Shinkansen. That's the E5 Tohoku Shinkansen. I want to ride that right now, but we are in a pandemic. Flimsy mask on. And that's the south exit of Shinjuku Station. And from here on out, I'm going to take you a little bit around what's called Southern Terrace in the southern area of Shinjuku Station. Actually, Shinjuku is the busiest station in the world. Maybe not now because everyone's staying at home, but on typical years like 2019, it was pretty busy. Millions of passengers. In fact, the labyrinth underneath the station, there must be like 100 exits. It's very possible that you would be lost down there for weeks. I know some people, they came out of Shinjuku Station looking like different people. All right, it's crazy. Now it's gonna start raining, so I'm not sure exactly how long this live stream is gonna be, but I will keep streaming until I cannot stream anymore. Danny's in here. Danny's in the house. Introverted Otaku. John, glad to see you live again. Hope you've been well. I am doing very well, and my buddy Shane's here. Welcome to Shinjuku. If you say it like this, it's just more fun. This freaked me out when I saw this. I cannot believe how much the city has changed. I haven't been in Shinjuku, I have to be honest with you, in months. A long, long time. And just walking around here, it freaked me out to see how things look different. I don't know if it's just because there's less people here or what, but this used to be just a French bakery, and now it's combined with some egg place and this Luke's Lobsters. They apparently have so many lobsters, they now export them to Japan. I think it's a Maine company. But that was usually a good bakery. They had all the bakery stuffs here, and I would look through the window and really enjoy it. Now it's kind of weird. Never heard. I don't know. Is that not insulting? It's insulting to somebody. I'm not insulted. I guess the alien in the horror movie Aliens is insulted because those eggs look like they could be spawning something else. Right up there is the famous Docomo Tower. Spike 021's in the house. Woo! Surprisingly, Shinjuku Station wasn't too bad, but I got legitimately lost at Kyoto Station. That's possible too. All right, I'm starting to calm down a little bit. There's the Nuo man. I thought it said Nuo man, but it says like new woman. It just depends how you look at it, right? Is it Nuo man or ne woman? Depends if you're a man or a woman. You just read it differently. I'm sure that there's a professional who will decipher that. This is the Miyazaki store right here. So if you want some goodie stuff from Miyazaki goods and sweets and things like this, it seems to be closed, or I don't know. Let's see if that lady did not go in there. She walked up these steps and made a mistake and then bailed. Miyazaki is a beautiful prefecture down in Kyushu. This Starbucks is one of the first Starbucks in Japan, all right? The first one was in Ginza. This might be the second one. And when I first came here in 1998, this is one of the 2 or 3 Starbuckses, and I remember drinking a coffee on the back and then looking at the Docomo Tower. That was one of my first views of the city of Tokyo 23 years ago. It's crazy. And this Staba is still here. And so is the deck. It really hasn't changed. It's actually changed. I think it was more of a trailer. Now it's an actual building. This Nuoman, which is the new south exit, is also quite unique. And Jennifer and I have been in here to eat before in the past. King Wong, good to see familiar places. Vending machine fun on a rainy day. We'll see if we can find one. And Kune Dog, hello from the neighborhood. I live a few minutes away from here. I live more than a few minutes. By bicycle, it would be an hour. Now, I came here I was so happy to be able to meet with people from JRE, which is Japan Rail East. That's their headquarters. Look how tall that building is. That is a massive building, and this is an older building that's also part of the JR. I think the JR logo's on it. This is where the JR construction is. I guess where they're building the tracks and stuff, and this is where everything else is. That's massive, right? So that was really cool to go in that building and talk with people there, see what more we can do to kind of discover when is tourism coming back to Japan. I'm curious too. Nobody knows. October, possibly. No, I sat right there. That's where I sat before. Starbucks has a tiramisu frappuccino, which is really good. It's like drinking cake. Just very sweet. Kanai likes that a lot. Is at the JR East-West building. That's very confusing. It's a live this is a live stream. That was a real chat. I don't know. During the holiday season, if you look back at some of the past live streams, which you probably have had to do because I haven't been live streaming, this is completely filled with Christmas lights from November until January. It is absolutely beautiful. And this walkway right here, this is what it looks like without Christmas lights. I don't think too many YouTubers have shown this without the Christmas lights, to be honest with you. It's really pretty. It's not too bad right now either. Greetings from New York, writes in Eva. Best regards to Kanai and baby Rio. I'm hatless today. Because you can't, I don't know, you can't wear a hat with a necktie. It doesn't look right. It doesn't sit well. So, what are you gonna do? If I don't wear a hat, it renders the animated opening on the new channel as useless. Okay, the Shake Shack is still here. This building on the right, the left, it used to be a Krispy Kreme. It's changed owners several times. Now it's a Tim Ho Wan, which is a dim sum restaurant, I think from Hong Kong or Taiwan, I'm not sure. But Kanai and I ordered some takeaway, Uber Eats. I had Uber Eats for the first time 3 days ago, and then I liked it so much I ordered it again from Tim Ho Wan, and the bill came out to $60. That was really pricey for that. But they delivered it, so I don't know. That was really nice. This is a bridge that overpass of the JR trains right here. Wow, the Frank is still here. It's a cool little shop with interior stuff that makes your house look real spiffy. It's a grade up from Daiso. I think everything's a grade up from Daiso. In fact, I think there's a premium Daiso that's a grade up from the Daiso. Daiso went premium. All right, no trains right now, but this is a good train spotting location. Nothing right now. Oh, here comes a train. All right, let's come back here. Can you name that train line? Can you name it in one tune? That's the Yamanote line. It's hard if you don't see the stripes. It's hard if you don't see the stripes. Hello, Stark Crimson. Hi, saw you on NHK today. Oh, really? Yeah. Is that the Tokyo Virtual Tours episode? That was a good episode. They're all good episodes. What am I talking about? Now, this building, I remember coming here, and now New York would be maybe my home city, I guess you would say. It's close to where I grew up, closest major city. And I remember seeing, what? So this is Times Square in Japan. Interesting. Now this Takashimaya has been here for as long as I can remember. I guess it was built in the 1990s. But just a little bit of information to make your day even brighter. Do you see the windows up there in the center of your screen now? That's also the restroom. And I remember going in there and they had, going into the restroom where the Tower Records are, that floor, and going in to go pee-pee, and the window was that big from floor to ceiling. And you could, while you are in the restroom, you can look out the window. I thought that was nice. Just share that information with you. Built in 1996. I came in 98. It was so brand new back then, and now it's still kind of new, I guess. There's a garden up there that you can walk around. You see on the edge there? You get a nice view of Shinjuku from here. If you can take your camera, you get a picture going down towards the station. It's a pretty nice view of the skyline. I'm so excited. Ken Rutley, John, glad to see you. Best to you, Kanai Rio from Halifax. Halifax. He's in Canada. Honey, the cat took the car again. Thank you. Hey, Bradshaw Studios in the house too. Hey, it's nice to see a lot of people I haven't seen. It feels like I've been away for too long. Like 2 weeks or something. And I'm so high stream right now, and I don't even understand why, because I had like an hour of sleep. Guess it's because I'm live streaming again. It's weird. Happens. Oh, I remember getting in an elevator and go look. I could see through the elevator's going up, and I could see through that window. Like 20 years ago, that was a big novelty. Now every elevator in the city has windows. It's kind of cool. This is also where Tokyo Hands is. This is a big one. Now there's a bigger one, or the head shop would be in Shibuya. But this one was also really nice and convenient because it's right next to Shinjuku Station. Where the one in Shibuya, you have to actually walk around the station quite a ways. Some good stuff in here. I haven't been in Tokyo Hands in years. And if you go this direction and just keep walking straight, you get to Yoyogi Station. And you can eventually get to Harajuku. So this is a really great walk. Takes about 30 minutes. Just go straight, you get to Harajuku. And it's not too far away, and you get to see a lot of nature. And you can go through Meiji Shrine. I should do, okay, I don't know if I've done this walk on a live stream yet, but to go from Shinjuku all the way to Harajuku, it's an amazing walk because you get to see so much of the city of Tokyo. And it's I don't know, like maybe 3 times slower than taking the train. When you have to go to the station, wait for the train, get off the train, get out, you can just walk it. And it's maybe a little bit slower, but you get to see a lot more. I should do that. My first Tokyo Eye for NHK in 2008, 13 years ago, was walking from Shinjuku to Shibuya. That was my first Tokyo Eye. The director asked me, what do you want to do? And I said, I can show you something. I'll walk from Shinjuku to Shibuya because I like to do that. And that was my first one. I was a real geek too. It was not so crisp and cool like nowadays. But a lot of you are watching right now and just seeing how quiet Shinjuku is, and it's true. I wanted to spend the first 15 minutes not to talk about the pandemic at all. It's hard to avoid it because you can see it's just really empty here on the Southern Terrace. The last time I did a stream here was several years ago, 2008. Oh, Naomi Osaka is the spokesman for Louis Vuitton. So you see her picture all over the walls of Tokyo right now. It's Osaka Mania. I wondered if the city of Osaka was taking advantage of the fact that the best tennis player in the world right now is named after the city, sort of. I don't know. Maybe they should. Bradania's here. Aloha. And Jennifer French. Great to see you, John. Thanks for the live stream. Thank you for joining me on this little mini street view adventure. Gosh, you know what? I haven't been here for so long. I forgot that I do like the energy in Shinjuku, even though there aren't a lot of people here. Just to be surrounded by buildings and that's so familiar to me. It feels really, really nice. Because we've been, staying at home and trying to make it through this fourth wave. All the variants and the talk of the Olympics and what should we do, and it's all so confusing. You cut through it. Just take it day by day, cook something delicious, and there you go. And for the little baby, it's just milk. It's so easy. What would you like to eat today, Leo? Milk. It's easy. Surprised formula doesn't have different flavors and stuff. I don't know what's going on with that. All right, so this is the Nuo man or Ne woman. I'm not sure how you say it. And there are some good shops and some pretty good restaurants in there too. Hey, see, Chan is here. Chan Manasele-san. Are there any new flavors at Mr. Donuts? I don't know. I knew they had some pretty nifty looking mochi donuts the other day. They had Pokemon donuts. Oh, look at he's shopping. He's really on the move. He's all alone. Because he's late for a train. He's walking with the people. What? That's kind of funny. One day, humans and birds will live together, and that day is today. Actually, I think they've always lived together. All right, so I'm gonna go down here and walk down on street level and take you around, give you an idea. This is also where the buses used to depart. The night buses from Shinjuku would depart from this side, the south side. Hey, Chris Rancey's here from Australia. Gotta fight it out. If we do see a Mr. Donuts, though, we will be able to take a look at the menu and get an idea. But it is a rainy day. It's not an ideal day to be out and about, but it's a nice day because it's still nice and cool. So all of these places still have the protocol. There's a place for you to check your temperature before you go in there, and then wash your hands with alcohol. So it seems to be what everybody is doing, but those people totally skip the temperature checker. Hey. I guess in one day, how many times do you check your temperature? I don't know. I guess if you've done it once or twice already, you're safe. Self-check. I had to check my temperature before the meeting today. I'm 36.3 degrees Celsius, so I was safe. What happens if you get a fever? Do alarms? If you had a fever, you're really hot, do alarms go off? I don't know. I haven't had it. That's a Japanese shoe brand that Phil Knight from Nike fought against to build his brand. It's a good book, that Shoe Dog. Onitsuka Tiger takes it on the chin. Oh, Kanaina ate a burger here like 7 years ago. It's still here. That's good. Hey, Rach is here for baby stuff. Hope you are all well. Lots of love from New Jersey. Exit 7A on the Turnpike. That's where you would get off where I used to live. You'd have to drive on down to Route 70, I think, or something. Can't remember. It was so long ago. Route 130. Hey, I sent my Daimyo supporters on Patreon a Matchbox car or a Tomica of the post office van. It's pretty cool. I think it's a Daihatsu. So this side, this is street level, and this has changed a little bit. It's gotten a lot cleaner. It was under construction for quite a while, so it looks like that they finally finished it, and it does look nice here. I'm gonna take you here to the fringe of Shinjuku Sanchome. Here's the sign to give you some indications of the direction that we're in. You can go to the Shinjuku Gyoen, which is a national park, which is really nice, national garden. I think they've raised the price of it to 500 yen or something to get in. I saw that being discussed. But there was an article in the newspaper. There was an article that the guy at the gate couldn't speak English at all. So if you didn't buy a ticket and you talked to him, he would let you in for free to avoid confrontations. And he let in so many people that they lost like hundreds of thousands of dollars. There was an article on this. He would get flustered when foreigners came, so he just let them in for free. That's so sad. Wow, this is new. What is that? The alley? What? All right, I gotta take a quick look-see here. This is new. This wasn't here before. This is a Shinjuku lunch place. Oh, the alley is just that coffee shop looking place. Interesting. All right, let's just take a quick look-see here. I've never been here. This is all brand new. Wow. It's so clean. It used to be like there'd be a lot of homeless in this area, but now I guess you could get something for lunch at this restaurant. Everything's $8. Looks pretty good. Karage. Yes, please, sign me up. Hey, Chicago Africans here. John buy more ducks. If you're gonna race them, you wanna do it on a rainy day. But you might not get them back. They'll end up going down the gutter. So this is I remember walking down this street when I first came to Japan too. It's so colorful from the game centers, but we're losing a lot of these game centers, so that feel of the bright, flashy, blinky lights is kind of going away a little bit. But this street has changed a lot since the pandemic started. One, it's not crowded at all. Two, this is where I saw the taiko drum game was always in the front here. Now, because of the lack of people and interest... Oh, did they get it? Did they get it? Did they get it? No, they did not. They moved all the video games off of the first floor, which is so sad. It's all UFO catchers. There used to be like arcade games, Dance Dance Revolution and stuff here. It's all gone. They moved it up to the second floor. Kuwaku, 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 writes in here, Bradshaw Studio. Wait, what? Kevin Riley would love this. Look at this. It's a guinea pig thing. Can you... What do you get? Oh, it's some kind of toy. I guess it drops in there, and if it falls through there, you win something. It's hard to understand the UFO catchers. UFO catchers are like gambling. Oh, hey, Nosh, Katayama, look. This is like a nightmare come true. They're the same ducks. What? No, I'm not going to put money in there and get more. I don't want to add to their population. If anything, I'll get duck control. Get some cats in there. I'm sure the ducks won't like that. They should toss in one cat. Eat the ducks. It's crazy. You know what? I think I'm just going to be able to... I think I'm just going to walk to Shinjuku Sanchome. I'll catch the train from there now. I got to get on the Toei Shinjuku line. You want to come with me? Are you in for the trip? I'm going to walk now to the Toei Shinjuku line. So let's go to Sanchome. Welcome to Shinjuku. For those joining us, don't forget to click that like button if you want me to do more live stream neighborhood walking street view tours. Because if you like it and we get 1,000 likes, I always do more of them. It's sort of the threshold. Wow, this anime is so popular. That's creepy. There's a lot of clones. What happened? Why is she down? Knocked her down. It's like an army. Looks like they're performing on stage some sort of weird dance to themselves. Demon Slayer. Oh, there it is! The Taiko game. Guess it got moved to a different area. You have to alcohol your hands before you play. Makes sense. All right, so as you can see, hey Katayama, how many hundreds of ducks did you end up with? There's so many I couldn't count them. It's like trying to count hair. You can't count hair. That's why it's singular, or it's you don't say there are hairs. You just say there is hair, right? And hair is uncountable. Duck, I have duck. As you can see, I'm panning around a little bit, so it's so quiet in Shinjuku. This is lunch. This is the lunch rush right now. There's not a lot of people. We're walking through what is the fringe of Shinjuku Sanchome, and it's very, very quiet. Nobody getting lunch here. That's kind of unique. I wonder what it's like at night. Come here on a Friday night, probably deserted, or Sunday night at 2 a.m. Probably really scary. Window shopping. I love the pizzas where they put an egg on there called Bismarcks. It's like breakfast on a pizza. We have breakfast burritos. You'd think we'd have breakfast pizza, right? Nobody's come up with that yet. This Uniqlo is massive. This is the back entrance to it. We'll walk around the front. But a lot of the businesses here counted so much on, hey, there's Otani. Dual threat. A lot of the businesses here really relied on tourism, and I don't know, again, this is one of the areas where it could have changed a lot. And tourism was a driver of the size of this Uniqlo here. A lot of tourists from China would buy clothes made here. I don't understand why completely, because all the clothes were made in China. It's like you're buying them here and then bringing them back to China. Why buy it at all in Japan, where it's probably more expensive? Don't know. When tourism starts again, I'll make a new series, Ask a Tourist From. Like, ask a tourist from China. What do you buy here? I'm kind of curious what everybody buys. Oh, the Kinokuniya is still there. That's good. I was talking about how books are still really popular in Japan. Digital books aren't as popular as in the US. Let me pan around here so you get a good look at the street. Hey, Johnny Seawalker. Thanks for taking us around. You're very welcome. It's worth getting wet for. Michael Sassano. Hi, John. So happy you're back on live streams after being away for a while. Miss seeing you. Here's food, drink, or gachapon for the ducks. And Ito Whitford. Get Kanai something nice. You got it. I will use that money to pick up something nice for Kanai for lunch. How about that? See if I can find a nice takeaway. So we're walking the streets now, streets of Shinjuku Sanchome, which is on the Toei Shinjuku line, and I think it's on the Marunouchi line too, the two subway lines. It's, I don't know, about 5 minutes away from the JR Shinjuku station. That's a lot of LCD screens. Scotty H, so happy to hang out with y'all. Welcome, Scotty. You're in Shinjuku, buddy. Observing the wildlife. It's a Shinjuku bird. Shinjuku birds are tough birds. Look at, they don't fly away when people walk at them. He's tough. Don't mess with that one. He thinks he's a person too. Hey Chen, do you like natto? I tried really hard to like it. I've tried it all the different ways, but I can't do it. I love durian though. That is so funny. That's so funny. Simon writes in here, Tokumine, hope you bought your umbrella. I did not. I rarely use umbrellas. This is mist, although a bunch of scaredy cats have their umbrellas. I'm the only one without one. Bob Joe, vending machine funds, thank you. I don't see any vending machines though. Let's pan this way, nothing. It's kind of not much there. Ron Barr, thank you for the stream. We missed you. Ah, Ron. I missed you all too. I'm waiting for the light to turn green. It's like if I'm not streaming, there's something missing in my soul. Whoa! That's one of those cars from Grand Theft Auto. Right? Is that a Century? Wow. Like, I want to say that I've driven that car, but it was in a video game. Toyota Centuries are the Rolls Royces of Japanese cars. Some of them are more expensive. So we've done it. Boom! There you go. Shinjuku Sanchome in the rain without an umbrella. If I don't have an umbrella, you don't have an umbrella. That's how we suffered together. Makes it more memorable. Right? Jespo, Rihal, welcome. Contribution to the diaper budget or buy some snacks. George Lopez, mayonnaise emergency fund. You've really taken care of me, all of you. Thank you so much. The baby funds have been used. We have diapers. And actually, he outgrew the diapers, so we had to buy bigger diapers. Leo's growing so big. So big. All right, let me take you down to the end of the street, and then we're going to call it a day because I got to get back. I got to go get some lunch. Just to give you a point of reference, Shinjuku Station is 300 meters that way, and the park is 470 meters that way, which puts you right here. Station, park. Toei Oedo line is here, and then from Shinjuku Sanchome, you can either catch the Shinjuku subway here or here. That's Shinjuku Station. That's Shinjuku Sanchome Station. It's not that far to walk it. It's a nice walk. But when it's raining, I don't know, you might not want to walk it. It's all right. This Isetan has a really cool depachka. Depachka is a basement department store that has a lot of food, and this Isetan is famous for its fruits. It has some really crazy priced fruits from around Japan, like melons for, I don't know, like $1,000 or something. What? Okay, so I see they turned the first floor into an Apple store. That's new. I didn't know about that. Did not know. Wow. I always compare to what I'm seeing now to 1998 when I first came here. It's so different. And yet it's so the same. The streets are the same, but this Isetan is the same, but just it's cleaner than 1998. I guess it has something to do with the Olympics, although, you know, who knows. With this super chat, you can buy a grape. I could buy one grape. One. With a seed, so I can plant it and eat more later. 20 years. So let me pan around, give you a view of the fourth wave. It's pretty depressing, really. Akasaka Kona, welcome, a new traveler. Naomi Hayes, Furukawa. Baby Fund Aloha. Elvis Cameron. Hi, John, glad you're back. Can you greet my grandson? Happy birthday to Zeron, 2 years old, and hello to Kana and Leo. Happy birthday from Shinjuku. There you go. Meiji Dori. Oh, the big city. Interesting. Oh, is that duck restaurant still here? Oh yeah, it's still there. Cafe 8. Cafe 8 had like really cheap Chinese Peking ducks. One of the directors for NHK would always take us there because he liked duck. He would say, do you want to go? He would ask us to go ducking, and we would go eat duck here. It's been a long time since I've seen him though. This street has changed a lot too. Wow. And this takes you to Kabukicho and Shinjuku Gochome down this direction. I hope you liked it. It's nice to be out and about in Shinjuku a little bit. Show you the streets here. Hit that like button if you want to see more Street View episodes, and I'll try to do some more live streams and get back into the swing of things, but I'll do another live stream kind of explaining about what's been going on for the last couple of weeks, because I missed you too. So that's all I got from rainy Shinjuku. Have a good day, a good night wherever you are in the world. Hope to see more of you soon. Leave me a comment, and if you're a Kickstarter backer at the Fireworks Project, get ready, video released tonight. That is all.